Toni Braxton is an American R&B singer, songwriter, pianist, producer, actress, and television personality. She has sold over 70 million records worldwide and is one of the best-selling female R&B artists in history. She's won 7 Grammy Awards, 9 Billboard Music Awards, 7 American Music Awards, and numerous other accolades. Toni Braxton is also a television executive producer and personality. She has executive produced and starred in Braxton Family Values, a reality television series that has aired on WeTV since 2011. She was also an executive producer of Tamar and Vince, a spin-off reality TV series starring her younger sister Tamar. In 2011, she was inducted into the Georgia Music Hall of Fame. In 2017, she was honored with a Legend Award at the Soul Train Music Awards. Toni Braxton has an estimated net worth of $12 million. About Toni Braxton's early life. Toni Michelle Braxton was born on October 7, 1967 in Severn, Maryland. Her father, Michael Conrad Braxton Sr., was a Methodist clergyman and power company worker, and her mother, Evelyn Jackson, a native of South Carolina, was a former opera singer and cosmetologist, as well as a pastor. Her maternal grandfather was also a pastor. Toni Braxton is the eldest of 6 siblings. She has a younger brother, Michael Conrad Braxton Jr., who was born in 1968, and 4 younger sisters, Tracy Renee Braxton, who was born in 1971 and died in 2022, Tawanda Chloe Braxton, who was born in 1973, Trina Yvette Braxton, who was born in 1974, and Tamar Estine Braxton, who was born in 1977. They were raised in a strict religious household, and Toni's first performing experience was singing in her church choir. She attended Bowie State University to obtain a teaching degree, but decided to sing professionally after she was discovered by William E. Pettaway Jr., who reportedly heard her singing to herself while pumping gas. Toni Braxton is 5 feet 1 inch tall, or 1.56 meters tall. About Toni Braxton's personal life. Toni Braxton met musician Carrie Lewis when his group Mint Condition opened for her on tour. They married on April 21, 2001. In December 2001, she gave birth to their first child, a son named Denham Cole Braxton Lewis. In 2002, while gearing up for the release of her 4th studio album, Toni discovered she was pregnant with her second child. The complicated pregnancy confined her to bed rest. The couple's second son, Diesel Kai Braxton Lewis, was born in March 2003. As Diesel has been diagnosed with autism, Toni Braxton has become involved with Autism Speaks, serving as their international spokesperson. In her early 30s, Toni had an abortion after discovering she was pregnant by then-boyfriend Carrie Lewis. In her memoir, Unbreak My Heart, she discusses her abortion and guilt, saying that her son Diesel's autism was God's payback. In an October 2006 concert at the Flamingo, Las Vegas, she broke down in tears while announcing to the audience that just before the concert began, she had been told that her son Diesel had been diagnosed with autism. Toni is also a spokeswoman for the American Heart Association. In November 2009, Toni announced that she and her husband had separated. The couple later divorced in July 2013. On June 2, 2016, the city and county officials of Atlanta, Georgia, named June 2nd as Toni Braxton Day. In May 2016, Toni was dating rapper Birdman, and the couple announced their engagement in February 2018. In January 2019, the couple called off the engagement. However, in April 2019, both Toni Braxton and rapper Birdman confirmed that they were still together. On November 18, 2010, Toni Braxton revealed to CBS News that she had been diagnosed with systemic lupus erythematosus, or SLE, a potentially life-threatening autoimmune disease. While taping her reality series, Braxton Family Values, she went into the hospital for surgery. In December 2012, she was hospitalized in Los Angeles because of minor health issues related to lupus. About Toni Braxton's career. In the late 1980s, Toni Braxton began performing with her sisters in a music group known as the Braxtons. The group was signed to Arista Records. After attracting the attention of producers Antonio L.A. Reid and Kenneth Babyface Edmonds and being signed to LaFace Records, Toni Braxton released her self-titled debut studio album in 1993. The album reached number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart and sold 10 million copies worldwide. In addition, the singles Another Sad Love Song and Breathe Again became international successes. The album brought Toni 3 Grammy Awards, including the Grammy for Best New Artist. She experienced continued success with the albums Secrets in 1996, which included the U.S. #1 hit single You're Making Me High, Let It Flow, and Unbreak My Heart, and The Heat in 2000, which opened at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and included the U.S. #2 hit single He Wasn't Man Enough. Toni's subsequent studio albums More Than a Woman in 2002, Libra in 2005, and Pulse in 2010 were released amid contractual disputes and health issues. In 2014, Toni and longtime collaborator Babyface released a duet album entitled Love, Marriage, and Divorce that earned the duo a Grammy Award for Best R&B Album in 2015. Further label changes saw the release of Sex and Cigarettes in 2018 under Def Jam, Universal, and Spell My Name in 2020 under Island. Braxton also competed in the 7th season of the reality competition series Dancing with the Stars. About Toni Braxton's bankruptcy and money issues. Despite all of her commercial success, Toni Braxton has had a long history of money problems. She first filed for bankruptcy in 1998, at which time she was $5 million in debt. Her financial situation showed some signs of recovery after she released her hit album, The Heat, in 2000, which went on to sell over 2 million copies. Unfortunately, Toni was forced to file for bankruptcy again in October of 2010. In this filing, Toni was reportedly as much as $50 million in debt. She owed money to a wide range of creditors, including the IRS, Tiffany & Company, AT&T, and Neiman Marcus, just to name a few. She reportedly spent $2.5 million on makeup, clothing, and hair alone in under 2 years. In July 2013, Toni lost the rights to 27 of her most famous songs, including You're Making Me High, Always, and How Many Ways, as part of her ongoing bankruptcy case. That means she no longer is eligible to receive the lion's share of royalties from the sales of her own music. She also doesn't receive significant royalties from her biggest hit, Unbreak My Heart, because it was actually written by Diane Warren. Fortunately, Toni Braxton is still a popular live act, especially overseas. She comfortably earns between $750,000 and $1 million per year from live shows and personal appearances, including her reality show Braxton Family Values. Eventually, a bankruptcy court wiped away a good chunk of her debt, so hopefully Toni can keep her finances clean this time around. About Toni Braxton's real estate. In the fall of 2014, Toni Braxton bought a 5,323 square foot home in the Oaks neighborhood of Calabasas, California for $2.9 million. It was built in 2006, and the 4 ensuite bedroom home was considered an affordable home for someone looking to move into this coveted neighborhood. She sold it in 2016 for $3.4 million. Toni Braxton just listed 2 condos that she owns in the same building, one for $3.35 million and one for $2.85 million. The records show that she bought both of them in 2018, located in the French-themed Le Parc complex overlooking Hillcrest Country Club. Both units are 2,240 square feet with 2 bedrooms each. About Toni Braxton's car collection. Toni Braxton owns or has owned a Mercedes-Maybach GLS 600 4MATIC, a Range Rover Sport, and a Bentley Bentayga SUV, which was a gift from her boo, rapper Birdman. Well, that's the end of today's celebrity video. Thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe. We want to make sure that you don't ever miss any of our great celebrity content.